Slay the Spire is infuriating sometimes. So infuriating, in fact, that I needed to take a break and play something less stressful.
Welcome, Punch!
So I decided to try Stacklands, which looked like a very casual card-based survival game. Little did I know, death lurked just around the corner. Everything started off simple enough. First quest, open the booster pack. Done. Easy. Berry picking time? No problem. Breaking a rock? Piece of cake. Sell a card? Easiest money I've ever made in my life. Buy a card pack? Now things are getting interesting. Punch a tree? What is this, Minecraft? Make a stick? This really is Minecraft. Click the pause button? Then I hit my first roadblock. The next quest stated I needed to, quote, grow a berry bush using soil. But I didn't have any soil. I have no ideas. Well, what do I do now? I guess I'll sell some stuff to get money to buy another card pack. Oh hey, some ideas. Oh, it's the end of the day. Well, I did quite a few quests, so I think we're making good progress. Wait. There is not enough food. One villager will starve of hunger. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Of all the games to kill me on day one, this cute little card game was the last one I expected. I guess we go again, remembering that food is important this time. I started again. The second try went pretty smoothly. I remembered that food was important, so I was able to make it to Moon 2. Improvement. After a few more packs and some berry bush growing, I was able to unlock the second card pack, which would hopefully give me the idea for building a house. I also got a rabbit, which nearly kicked my ass and dropped some poop. Lovely. I sold the poop, which gave me enough to buy one of the new packs, and a second villager, who promptly ate all my food.
Nom nom nom.
I was unlocking ideas left and right, and eventually found the idea for building a house. But then, disaster struck. One of my villagers died. But I got him back a couple packs later. I then constructed a house and had my villagers make a baby. I then realized that there were a lot more quests to complete, some of which seemed concerning. Find the dark forest? Kill a skeleton? Spooky. The baby finally grew up, so now I had 3 villagers to take care of. I accidentally made a plank instead of a spear, but appreciated the Ed, Ed, and Eddie reference.
Plank says you should be more careful not to lose things.
I also made a quarry and a lumber camp, so now I had infinite supplies of stone and wood, which meant I didn't have to spend money to try and get rocks or trees anymore. Everything was going fantastic until a strange portal appeared. Uh-oh. That didn't seem good. A progress bar appeared above it, and I thought it was going to do something bad if it filled up, so I sent my militia in to stop it. I should have known it was a bad idea when a pop-up appeared asking if I really wanted to do that, but I still clicked yes anyways. That's when something popped up in the corner. Dark forest. Uh-oh. An evil witch appeared. And I knew the militia was in trouble. Then she summoned 3 enemies to mercilessly beat down my boy. His body was never recovered. From that moment forward, I made it my mission to avenge that brave soul. I built up more and more. I made gardens to produce crops faster. I made another villager. I bought some iron bars from a traveling merchant, which would allow me to create better technologies. I unlocked all of the packs, but things took another turn. I neglected my food supplies, and my new villager died. Then my militia died of a similar fate. Then, a strange portal appears. It seems stronger than usual. Uh-oh. My mage didn't stand a chance against those fiends, and thus my run came to an end. But that witch had not seen the last of me. I started again. I made sure to prioritize food production first and foremost. I got a couple of gardens and equipped my villagers with weapons as soon as I could.
Me smash.
I got a carrot, and this would provide me a much better food source than the berries I'd been relying upon up until now. But I didn't have the production speed to keep up with how fast my villagers were eating, so the gardens stopped growing carrots, and I was left scrounging around for food. Unfortunately, another villager died. But that's when I learned about the importance of the pause function. You see, you can still move stuff around while the game is paused. You can also buy and sell things while paused. This means that I don't have to waste time in the moon opening packs, which allows my villagers to process the cards that come out of them more efficiently. Though one thing was still holding me back. I had no access to iron bars. I had several ideas that would really help with my situation, but they all required iron bars. I had gotten some from the traveling cart in the previous run, but that's the only way I knew how to get them since I didn't have a way to generate them. Hell, I didn't even have a way to generate or process iron ore yet. So I spent several moons buying as many packs as I could. This gave enough time for that witch to send more enemies out of the portal and kill all of my villagers, and I still hadn't figured out how to make iron bars. I started again. I took the same approach as last time, prioritizing food first, although I did make a quarry and lumber camp first. This didn't come without an early casualty because of course I didn't have enough food. Then, with the knowledge I gained from last time, I decided to go straight for farms over gardens, since they don't take any iron and produce food faster than gardens do. Carrots were my main source of food again, though I did keep growing berries in the garden just in case I ran low on food and couldn't grow more carrots. This worked so well, it allowed me to actually keep a third villager alive for more than a couple moons. Yay! I also got this funny cup from the traveling merchant. I also assembled all the pieces to start creating iron bars. Double yay! This created an explosion of items since I now had the one resource that every mid-game item requires. Warehouse, smithy, sawmill, brickyard, animal pen, equipment for the villagers. Civilization was booming. I found myself in a bit of a lull for a while. Then I remembered my fancy cup and decided to build the temple. But when I put my fancy cup with my fancy temple, I got a familiar message. Then I remembered my original purpose. That damned witch. So I built a stable portal, and I noticed something interesting. The tooltip says that you can bring up to 7 villagers through there. So I got to work raising an army. Oh. Well, one more shall join the army. But I'm going to leave the invasion until next week. I know. Boo, cliffhangers are cringe. Yeah, well, I don't care. Guess you're just going to have to subscribe if you want to see the invasion.